Hello, Michelle and Elizabeth. My name is Peter Mewitz, and welcome to my project proposal. In this proposal, I'll be going through the background of MOOCs and then showing you the analysis I've made from the current MOOC data via pie charts and graphs. This is the best way to show you the data, as I've managed to sift through the plethora of data to find you the important bits from this information. Then next, I'll show you a mind map of the digital marketing space. I'll show you each component that make up the space in a more visual pleasing manner through a mind map. This is the best way to show you this data, as I can show you the important parts and not all the information I've researched. Then lastly, I'll show you a customer journey map, the ideal student going through our MOOC, and how they will go from interest and finding out what is a MOOC to conversion into an RMIT degree, the integral reason why we're doing MOOCs. And then lastly, Agile project management and how I use this tool to get to this point, and how I think this tool will be best used throughout this project. And now for some background on MOOCs. MOOC stands for Massive Open Online Course. It is a light touch form of education wherein you only have 2 hours of work for 4 weeks. That's the RMIT model. It is self-learning and it is socially engaging and based on community learning and the sharing of information. And that's really what RMIT are aiming at. In MOOCs, however, from the 10,000 joiners that came from the RMIT MOOCs, 3,000 started and only 1,000 will finish. So on average, a MOOC, 20% will start and 10% will finish. And now for the analysis I made on the RMIT MOOC data. As you can see here, origin of student, 5% are domestic, whilst international students are 95%. Then level of education, bachelor is at the majority, but secondary and less than secondary at 2% and 14% are what we should be targeting. Now in regards to employment status, the majority are full-time, but what we should be targeting is unemployed. At 22%, that should increase with better marketing strategy in our digital form. Then with age of MOOC student, you can see here the majority are 26 to 35, but what we should be aiming at is under 18 and 18 to 25 at 3%, 24% respectively. So after research of the digital marketing space, I found 12 components. And to show you these components, I'm going to use the visual analysis tool of a mind map. It's the best way to visually show every single bit that makes up the digital marketing space. First, we have paid ads. These can be expensive, but are incredibly effective. It involves contracts with Google and other agencies to post banners on multiple websites around the internet. Next, we have email. This is a one-to-one communication marketers can have with the consumer. This is used to generate leads, convert leads, and develop relationships with the consumer. And now the real meat and bones of marketing in general, and that's content. This is all the information, and this is shared along all media platforms and all marketing platforms. There are 2 types, user-generated and company-generated. User-generated is all content that's given back to the company from the consumer. This is discussions and interactions, whilst company is the vision and the mission statement and all marketing information from that. Sales tools. This is company-generated content, and there are 2 examples, brochures and mobile apps. Brochures just provide information about the product, while a mobile app is an interactive experience for the consumer. Analytics. This is a behind-the-scenes operation, and it's the process of gathering data from across all marketing channels and consolidating it into a common marketing view, and this provides invaluable assistance in driving any marketing efforts forward. Website, the big kahuna of this operation. It's a vital part, and if designed correctly, it can make all marketing efforts more effective. It is the brand platform. Most consumers Google to find information, and to ensure our company does well, you need to be at the top of the search page, and that is a critical part of the entire digital marketing process. So of lesser importance for a lot of marketing strategies, but very important for MOOCs, are webinars. They're videos, mostly YouTube, that educate consumers on a product. Some say spam, some say EDM. Marketing automation is a form of mass communication to consumers about the brand or a product. So I added this component in. It's a form of user-generated content, but it's also a website or a forum for a community, sharing ideas, solving problems. A wiki is incredibly important, especially for a MOOC. And now a big one, social media. Word of mouth is incredibly strong, so social media should be emphasized by a marketing team. These three forms I've got here are three of many, many forms that are out there. This is a one-to-one communication between the marketer and the consumer, but also consumer to consumer. If your product does badly in social media, you can fail as a company. Lucky last, we've got lead management. From all the other marketing tools shown here, you create leads and potential customers. The next job is to maintain these customers and then harvest them for profit. So I've gone through the digital marketing space and the components that make up this space. Now to use another analysis tool, a customer journey. This is the best way to show the ideal customer journey for a MOOC student. And we'll be using the digital marketing components that I've discussed earlier and show how these will be used in this customer journey. So our first customer touchpoint is exposure. What the customer will be doing is low involvement activities. They'll be browsing the internet, watching TV, and doing day-to-day activities. What we're going to do is get their attention and make them think, what is a MOOC and who are RMIT? And to do this, we'll be using digital marketing components, paid ads, social media, email, company-generated content, webinars, and EDMs. And our overall goal for this is to educate the public about MOOCs. That's our first step in the overall customer journey. Next is interest. What the customer will be doing is researching MOOCs after gaining some exposure to the advertising in the first step, and they'll be understanding the benefits of the course. What they'll be thinking is, what can I get out of MOOC, and what will the course entail? And the digital marketing components we'll use in this segment is email, generated company content, sales tools, websites, webinars, EDMs, and social media. And the goal of this step is to provide enough provocative information to induce trial. The next touch point is enrollment. What the customer will be doing is turning into students by enrolling in the MOOC. They'll begin contributing to the overall online community, and what they'll be thinking is initially, how do I enroll? But then, who will be my peers in the course, and how can I contribute to this overall online community? The components we'll use are lead management, email, user-generated content, webinars, EDMs, and social media. And the overall marketing goal is to produce the joiners, the people who enrolled initially into the course, into people who will begin the course and contribute to the course. Now the actual doing of the course, the participation in the course. Students will be in the course and they'll be contributing to the online social community. What they'll be thinking is, what will I be learning next? And what degree should I do next? This is what we want them to think, because that's how we convert them into RMIT students. The components we'll use are lead management, email, user-generated content, webinars, EDMs, and social media. And the overall goal is to ensure they keep engaged and enjoy the MOOC, because that's the first step in getting them to actually enroll in RMIT. Now probably the most important touch point of the overall customer journey for marketers, and that is conversion. We're getting them to continue their education with an RMIT degree. What they're thinking is how far the degree will take them. And the digital marketing components we'll use are lead management, email, sales tools, wikis, and social media. So the overall marketing strategy for this touch point is to convert these MOOC students into RMIT students. It is the main reason we'll be doing MOOCs, and why RMIT are doing MOOCs is to convert the MOOC students into students. That's where they get their money. So the project management methodology tool that I used for this proposal, and what I suggest we use for the entire project, is Agile. The digital marketing space constantly changes, and any research we do initially may be completely different halfway through the project. And if we used Waterfall, for instance, all the information would be redundant halfway through the project. And that's why Agile, being flexible and constantly changing and evolving with the project, is the best tool to use. And in regards to me and what I think I would bring to the actual project, I'm an ideas man. I like idea generation, and I also feel I have technical skills to back up my ideas. And I have incredible passion for marketing and RMIT, and I really do think I'd be best to do this project. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed my proposal.